Hello, I'm John Proxy on the channel John West. I'm having a NieR Automata adventure, and this is A2. Actually, this is a loading screen for the glory of mankind. But I'm currently playing as A2, and yeah, I could have started this video slightly afterwards. Oh, look, you can see where I've knocked the green screen off. Let's put it back on. I did have a counterweight, but I forgot to put it back. But should be fine. Should be fine. There I am. And I'm going to replace my fuel filter here in this camp. Or just outside camp. Maybe it's as I walk into camp. I guess that makes sense.
Help! Help me!
Are those machines fighting each other?
Nice. Let's save Pascal.
Thank you so much for saving me.
I murdered Robot Baby. You shouldn't trust me.
You're a machine too.
Wait, please. I have no intention of harming you. My name is Pascal, and while it's true that I am a machine life form, I also detest fighting of any kind.
Uh-huh. And machines don't have souls. They're just murder bots with a fancy name. They killed so many of us. And I swore to make them pay.
I see. If that will save your soul, then so be it.
Well, obviously I'm going to let Pascal live.
You aren't going to kill me?
Just shut up and leave before I change my mind.
You... No. Never mind. You have my thanks.
Hopefully this won't come back to haunt me. I think I prefer the design to the other two to this one, but I'm guessing the point of this her design is that she's missing all the official gear. Number 2, you're still alive. Sorry, I haven't been in touch with Anenome. You survived, that's all that matters. Though I fear all of your fighting companions are long gone. I had to kill number 21 with my own hands. I'm sorry. No, it's... Oh, that's right. Did you know there was a Johan member here named 2B that was looking for you? She's dead. What? 2B's dead. I killed her. She was infected with the Alogic virus. Oh. Well, please make yourself at home in our camp. I have someone to show you. Not necessary. Her memories are contained in the sword. I see. You can go ahead and use her old room then. I'm in charge of the camp here, so make sure to tell everyone about you. Hey, Anenome, got a question for you. Any chance you could spare a fuel filter? The fuel filter? I'm afraid our supply recently ran out. Pascal makes them for us, so you could go pick one up directly if you like. Pascal? You know him? You trade with the enemy? His village is different. They never caused us any harm. No way, forget it. This might be hard to understand, but we forge an alliance and trade materials when the need arises. We can't be picky about how we reach our goals around here. And besides, we aren't so far gone that we kill machine life forms after they surrender. Change number 2. The way you talk and act is completely different from how you were in the past. And you've become a true leader, apparently. I'm nothing compared to Rose. Who's Rose? Actually, well, I have the record stored on the external drive. I thought I should preserve the memories of the time we fought together. I also think you should have a right to see them. You and I must never forget. I know. Let's save our game before something bad happens. Right. You're Pearl Harbor Descent Personnel Part 1. You done with that? My name is Anenome, and I lead the android resistance. This is a record of the battles I've experienced and my losses. I leave it here as a warning to myself that the machine lifeform attacked lands far too close for comfort. I smell an acrid odor and know that some of my hair has been singed off. An enemy! Retreat for now! That's an order! That's my captain, Rose. I obey her without hesitation, running from the front as soon as I take out a few nearby enemies. Feet flying beneath me, I leap into the hastily built trench where my resistance comrades are gathered. How many battles is this now? The same sights and sounds, the same struggle of attrition. My resistance forces play the same war on repeat with no end in sight. I don't even remember why we were fighting anymore. I must continue regardless. I must continue until one side or the other is dead. This looks bad, Xion. What should we do? Calm down, Lily. Find an opening somewhere. You don't search for an opening, you make one. Alright, I'm guessing they're all named after flowers. Dahlia, wait. I grab Dahlia's arm before she can flee the trench and turn to Rose. She brought us here. After all, she must have a plan of some kind. But as the enemy horde closes in, Rose simply squints off in the distance. There's been a change in the enemy movements, she says, finally. Someone just started fighting over there. But that's not possible, stammers Margaret. Okay, that's not a flower. We're all here. Margaret's right. There are only 9 of us left, capable of fighting the machines. Captain Rose, Gerbera, Lily, Sonia, Erica, Margaret, Xion, Dahlia, and me, an enemy. We're all that's left of the 8 descent forces. The one that took place roughly 200 years ago. An uneasy Sonia pulls Xion closer and chews on a loose strand of hair. I don't like it, she says. What if it's some kind of machine trap? I wait for a while, heart pounding until I hear the enemy fire lessen. Okay, I say. This looks like our chance. Let's pull back. Someone's fighting out there. An enemy, cries Dahlia. We can't abandon them. Oh, so you want to risk all of our lives for some stranger? Come on. We don't even know if this mystery fighter is on our side or not. That's not what I said. Enough, you two, barks Xion. The captain makes the final decision on this. After Xion speaks, all of us turn to Captain Rose, where she looks us in the eyes and nods slowly before starting to speak. Gerbera, the enemy is heading towards the explosives we set up earlier. Yes? Gerbera thinks for a moment. Now that you mention it, yeah, they are. A slight smile crosses Rose's face, yet she still seems perfectly composed. Good. Then if this goes well, we might be able to take them all out. I want all of you to leave this trench and get to those explosives, says Rose. We'll let the blast take out most of them. then clean up the stragglers. Identifying our unknown mysterious fighters can wait until we're done. No one objects to the captain's decision the moment she issues the order. We all leap from the trench as one and re-enter the fray. When we reach the battle, we find what appears to be another set of androids dressed in strange black outfits. Before they even know what's happening, we detonate the explosives, kill the remaining machines, and turn our guns in their direction. "Alright," I say to the strangers. "Start talking." "Easy," says one of the mystery androids. "We're on your side. We're new models, rolled out as part of something called Project Yoha." "Really?" I say. "We haven't heard anything about new models." I probably speak with more bluster than necessary, but I have to make sure they're actually on our side. I don't think they're lying, necessarily, but I can't read their expressions, thanks to the giant goggles they wear. And frankly, a little caution never goes amiss in the middle of a war. We learn that the 4 androids refer to each other as Number 2, Number 4, Number 16, and Number 21. They also aren't in a hurry to share much more. "Our mission is top secret," one of them says. "That's why you haven't heard about us yet." I slowly draw my knife in an attempt to gauge their reaction. "So in other words, no one will know any better if I kill you right now." "Stand down, Anenome," says Rose softly. "No," cries Lily. "She's right. We've all seen how quickly the enemy is evolving. Who's to say these 4 aren't machines that just look human?" My companions nod in agreement. This damn war has made us all suspicious. One of the strangers, Number 16, I believe, draws a long knife from its sheath. "If it's a fight you want," she says, "I'm happy to give it to you." Before I can respond, Dahlia leaps in front of me with her weapon at the ready. This is it. We're going to fight. But just before the battle can erupt, the android called Number 2 steps forward. "Wait," she says. "There used to be 16 of us," says Number 2. "But the others died during the descent. We're isolated and alone out here. Reinforcements aren't coming. And that means we have to finish this mission with the soldiers we have left. We don't need more enemies right now. What we need is allies." She finishes this speech with a soft sigh, as if trying to and failing to hold our emotions in check. I know that sort of voice. It's the voice of someone who still has hope, despite all the odds. There we go. We've got Anenome and Rose in the archive. We'll come back for the rest of them. So if we go to the intel, infant machine. Ah, yeah, that's the one I just murdered. So this is Rose. This android, counted by the experimental Yoha squadron, is the leader of a group comprised of many resistance members. The survivor of the 8th descent operation, she continued to wage guerrilla warfare in the Pacific region thereafter, unable to stop ever proliferating. That's a terrible word. Proliferating machines. She continued to fight a war of bitter attrition over 200 years. After encountering the experimental Yoha squadron, she sought to change the tide of battle through fighting alongside them. She was destroyed by machine lifeforms in the server room underneath Mount Kyala during the mission to destroy said server. Okay, an enemy. An enemy. A member of the resistance group led by Dahlia that was encountered by the experimental Yoha squadron. This unit was said to be unusually cautious and showed the greatest initial distrust of the experimental Yoha squadron. However, her disposition gradually grew more amicable after scanner number 21 managed to eradicate a logic virus that had infected one of her companions. She executed an infected unit, number 21, in the elevator hall of Mount Kyala server facility and went missing shortly afterwards. Right. Do have another one we can read. Oh, fine. Let's get it over and done with. I like it, but it's just quite a lot to do. According to the Yoha team, there's an enemy server beneath Mount Ka'ala. If we take it out, we might finally gain some ground in this endless war. But in order for that to happen, we need to work together. After a bit of thought, Rose decides to throw in with the new models. It's a relationship that changes as time goes on. What are you doing, Dahlia? Just showing this idiot how weak she is, replies a winded Dahlia. Ha! Wheezes her opponent, number 16. You're obviously outmatched. The two of them are taking turns, hitting each other. It seems friendly enough, as those things go. Plus, they've been doing it for so long now that both of them are out of energy. They likely couldn't punch through a piece of paper at this point. The rest of the group stares at the combatants and tries not to grin. Dahlia and number 16 seem to butt heads over the smallest little things. Maybe it's because they're so much alike. It's almost annoying how quickly muscleheads learn to like one another. The rest of us converse as Dahlia and 16 continue to spar. We call each other by names that I gave us, explains Rose. I see, responds number 4. I thought it strange that you didn't use code numbers. She nods while she speaks, as though this all makes perfect sense. Suddenly, Captain Rose breaks out into a wide grin. You know what? She says. I think we should give all of you names as well. No, says number 2. It would be a waste. Rose eyes her warily. A waste? You can name me when the mission is over, she replies, as a blush rises in her cheeks. I could tell her words also served as a wish for success. All right, responds Rose. I'll think of a name for you by then. She knows this is a fleeting promise, as most such things are, but it doesn't matter. Already, I can see us growing closer to the Yoha team. Well, my friends are growing closer to them, at least. You're all being careless, I state, much louder than I intend. Luckily, the others either don't hear or decide to ignore it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not about to go against them, the captain's judgment. But that doesn't mean I'm ready to just lie down and trust our new friends. Ours is a solitary existence that has long since been abandoned by the moon. No matter how they cried, mourned, or struggled, the voices of our departed comrades went unanswered. So how can you trust an entire squad of new models that you just met? What's wrong, Anenome? I hear Lily calling to me. She's likely concerned about me being apart from the rest of the group. Nothing, I begin, I'm fine. Before I can complete my thought, Lily suddenly opens her mouth and emits a terrible scream. And it goes, ah! Like that, ah! Lily's scream echoes throughout the entire camp. It's heartbreaking. It's agony. It's horrible. She's infected, screams Rose. Lily's infected. We all draw weapons out of instinct as much as anything else, pointing them at our comrade as she continues to scream and scream and scream. We all know what's happening. We've seen it before. It's a logic virus, a machine weapon that hijacks android systems and overwrites their data. And since there's no known cure, it's also a death sentence. I need to show her mercy. I need to set her free. My fingers rest on the trigger, yet I hesitate. Before I can make that final, fateful decision, I hear a voice rise up from somewhere behind me. Stop! You can't do this! You can't just let your friend die! It's number 21. The girl I thought to be cool and composed beyond all measure was now pleading with me to spare Lily's life. What do I do? What the hell do I do? Lily said you were like a family to her. You can't abandon family, not before you exhaust every possibility. What can you do then? I'll use my power to erase the virus. That's impossible. Rose spat out what we were all thinking. But before we can act, Lily starts sending NieR my comrades flying with impossible strength. I've seen infected androids before. I know how much damage they can do once the virus turns off their limiters. They'll fight and fight until they're utterly destroyed. Dahlia and number 16 rush in the fray, trying to suppress their former friend, but she swats them away like flies. How many of us have been infected now? How many friends have I been forced to put down? The heart I'm not supposed to have aches with the thought. It aches as I remember all of the identification numbers that have been retired. When did I start giving them names? When did I decide I simply couldn't endure it any longer? Initializing reprogramming sequence. That voice, number 21, she's screaming something about reprogramming. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. As my vision slowly clears, I see number 21 inputting commands into her terminal, while number 2 and number 4 hold her down. They hold her as she writhes, and Rose stares at me with surprise. Oh no. I'm holding Lily too. Right, we've got Yoha Gunner 16, Scanner 21, and Attacker 4. Oh, I see. So, instead of units of separate things, there used to be one unit. Hang on. Made of the... yeah. So, these are all the A's, right? I don't know if they're all the A's or not. So if we go into Intel. So we've Gunner 16. Unit from the experimental Yoha Squadron that was utilised during the 14th Machine War. Number 16 possessed the rough and tumble personality ideal for her role as a gunner. When she was required to attack foes from a distance, though she possessed a defiant streak that extended even to her superiors, she was assigned to the mission anyway due to her tremendous offensive abilities. During a squad's assault on Mount Ka'ala, number 16 volunteered to stay behind and hold off a machine lifeform army so her companions could continue up the mountain. She fought with great courage alongside members of the local resistance group and managed to hold off overwhelming numbers until the appearance of a Goliath that was unaffected by ordinary weaponry. Seeing no other way to end the fight, she chose to destroy the enemy by overloading and detonating her own fusion reactor. This act of self-sacrifice, despite her defiant nature, is one of remarkable interest and likely merits further study. Scanner 21. A unit from the experimental Yorha squadron that was utilised during the 14th Machine War, number 21 possessed a cool and analytical personality that perfectly fit her role as scanner. Her first and perhaps most impressive achievement was using her analytical abilities to cure a member of the local resistance group that had been infected by a logic virus. Unfortunately, she fell victim to the same virus shortly afterwards during the assault on Mount Ka'ala server. Though she fought valiantly, the virus had evolved into a form that she could no longer remove, which eventually led to her asking an allied unit to end her life. Experimental Unit 21's initial success against the virus had been determined to be valuable information regarding how to construct barriers against the machine lifeforms and should be included in basic systems of all subsequent Yorha squadron members. And attacker number 4. Oh no, attackers are A, aren't they? Yeah, I'm being an idiot. So it's G16, S21 and A4. Yeah. A unit from the experimental Yorha squadron that was utilised during the 14th Machine War. Though attacker number 4 possessed an unusually bright and cheerful personality, she still managed to be effective when it came to engaging in close quarters combat. In addition to providing a morale boost to the group, this unit also served her sunny disposition to form an alliance with the local resistance group. She was eventually killed during the assault on Mount Ka'ala server, the cause of which was a self-directed overload of her own fusion reactor. Further research reveals that she undertook this action as a means of protecting her companion, attacker number 2. One further note, while this unit's cheerful personality provided certain benefits to the overall unit morale, it was also responsible for decreasing fighting spirit during intense combat. As such, it was deemed inappropriate for future combat models. Right, I guess I'm just going to save game. I guess this is a reedy one. The 14th Machine War, Pearl Harbour Descent. The name of the mission entrusted to the Yorha soldiers. Was there ever such a furious gunfire, such bombings that continued without pause? Our target is the machine server under Mount Ka'ala, and our situation is dire. We need reinforcements, requesting deployment at once. Number 2 speaks quickly, yet calmly, which is all the more remarkable, considering the hostile armies closing in on our position. But the command center in the orbiting satellite informs us no reinforcements will be forthcoming. We are abandoned. We are alone. It's so easy to do from up there, from the satellite, from the moon. I'll do whatever is necessary, says Lily, with a grim smile. Dahlia and Margaret quickly nod in agreement, as does number 16. They decide to join the rear guard, staying behind to be our shield, even though it comes at the cost of their own lives. Regardless, they all agreed without hesitation, for we in the vanguard would be joining them in death soon enough. Without another word, we turn our backs on each other and take up positions. We know this is the end. Dahlia and the others will buy us time to reach the gate at Ka Allah's peak. Is that a typo up there? Beyond that lies an elevator, and beyond that is the server. If we can destroy it, we'll deal a devastating blow to the machine lifeforms throughout the Pacific region. But as I noticed number 21 scowling at the elevator, I start to have a bad feeling about the final stage of our mission. "Go on," she says. "I've got this." We crowd into the elevator as she begins hacking the terminal. She doesn't need to tell us what's happening. It's clear that the elevator won't descend all the way to the server unless someone stays behind to control it. Enemies incoming. They're almost on us. As I speak, I suddenly find myself leaping from the elevator and taking up position at number 21's side, almost as if my body is out of my control. Something is wrong. Something. "I'll back up number 21, I cry. "The rest of you, take out that server." The doors close on my friends. The last thing I see is the face of my captain, Rose. She looks concerned, but then the doors shut and she is no more. That was the last time I ever saw them. But it's alright. I'm going to finish this one way or another. The only sounds we hear are the distant explosions and the rasp of number 21's breathing. "Thank you," she whispers, "for staying with me." I look at her eyes and see the telltale red of a logic virus infection. I was right after all. I sigh softly as I draw my weapon. I've seen comrades infected before. That's why I couldn't leave her to die alone. The vaccine she gave Lily is already ineffective. The enemy has evolved. They studied number 21's patterns and developed a new resistance. No one can save her now. When the elevator reaches the server, begins number 21 weakly. "Then I'll give you peace," I reply. The elevator moves ever slower, creating a countdown on number 21's life. How much time has passed? How much can possibly be left? Too long to wait, yet not long enough for regret. A massive explosion echoes in the distance as the hall slowly shakes. It's the final act of Lily and the others in the rear guard. They just overloaded their own fusion reactors. The sound of our comrades' demise slowly fades from our ears. As it does, number 21 reaches up and slowly removes her goggles. "I'm glad I got to meet you," she says. Her eyes are so red, but not completely. There's still little of herself left. And while it is... "Don't worry," I say. "I'll be with you soon." She smiles as my words reach her ears. As soon as the elevator touches down, I fire a bullet into number 21's brain. I watch the thing that used to be her tumble to the ground. I stare at the gun I hold in trembling hands. I press it to my temple. This will end it all. The war, my meaningless existence, all of it. It will finally be over. Unforgivable. 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 Your comrades sacrifice themselves and fight to the last breath. They feel suffering. They feel sadness. They feel pain and terror. And yet you would surrender now? unforgivable. The voice is a battlefield curse, telling those who survive to see their mission through, no matter what. It is another me, crying out. I scream at the top of my lungs and race down the hall. I'll show you. If you're going to push me, I'll show you. You'll only be satisfied if it ends with more killing. I leap into the fray with weapons in both hands. Here I am. Here I am. Kill me. As I scream, an explosion suddenly rises up and sweeps everything away. A soft wind touches my cheek. I smell fire. I smell ash. The explosion in the server room was powerful enough to take out Mount Ka'ala's itself, reducing the once proud summit to a smoking crater. The machines immediately drop to the ground and stop moving. I look out over the scorched earth. Lily, number 16, Rose, number 2. Are any of you? Am I the only one left? The only one? I was alive because I had been afraid to die. I begin to giggle. It's a mad thing, crazed, even to my own ears. I'll join you soon. You promised to join her soon. How could I have said such vain, laughable words? Such lies? I laugh. I stand in the smoke and the flame and laugh until I think my very throat will tear itself in two. I blink. Daylight drifts through the smoke. I've been standing here all night. My laughter finally depleted, I force myself to my feet. I'm the coward who stayed behind, the coward who lived. Now it's my job to carry on the will of those who fought at my side. Since I can't kill myself, I have to fight until someone does it for me. I'll endure every hardship. I'll kill every machine I find. This is my cross to bear. I walk slowly into the west, dragging my broken body along. Right. Number 16, number 21, number 4. I'm sorry I'm still alive, but I'll be joining you as soon as I finish some things up. Right. We're done with those. We just have one more thing to read for the time being. So this is A2, a unit from the experimental Yoha squadron that was utilised during the 14th Machine War. She specialised in quarters combat, was programmed to have a neutral personality. She took command of the squadron after the death of its original captain, number 1. Despite issuing many questionable commands during her initial time in leadership role, she eventually formed a working relationship with the Resistance and succeeded in destroying the enemy server located on Mount Ka'ala. While the experimental Yoha unit number 2 possessed great strength and adaptive abilities, she also deserted from her post following the destruction of the server, and as of this moment she is yet to be apprehended. Our R&D group is currently conducting further research to determine whether or not there were issues with the model's personality settings. The missing experimental unit, now designated A2, will be handled by the Type E division. So, this is the Pearl Harbor descent summary. For this descent, 12 experimental Yoha units were deployed to destroy the server located inside Mount Ka'ala's on a high, on a particular island I can't pronounce. However, they encountered heavy enemy anti-air defences during the initial stage of the mission, resulting in the death of all but 4 squad members. The remaining units then joined up with members of a local resistance movement and decided to continue the mission despite their initial losses. Even in the face of fierce enemy counter-strike and overwhelming numerical odds A handful of units managed to reach the target location, at which point Unit 4 overloaded her fusion reactor and destroyed the enemy's server. While the destruction of the server struck a blow against the enemy forces, the true purpose of this operation was to monitor and research how the experimental Yoho units behaved during battle. This information would be studied and integrated into new Yoho models once the project were to proceed past the experimental phase. One note of concern: it's been verified that the black box signal of the experimental unit attacker number 2 remains live. Due to the possibility of the unit being captured and compromised by the enemy, and due to the unit's existence itself being a matter of the highest level of confidentiality, it has been decided that it is to be recovered or disposed of by the Type E division once that group is fully operational. There we go. Let's save a game and kill some stuff.
Alert. A broken filter will cause significant problems with fuel distribution. Proposal. Replace the faulty part immediately.
Yeah, I know.
Coordinates confirmed for a colony centered around the machine lifeform known as Pascal. Location marked on map.
You don't know when to shut up, do you?
Report. Satisfied.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I want them. These are Type 3 stuff. Also, there's no reason not to buy it. So, bullet detonation. May as well buy one of those at the very least. And death rattle. Enemies emit death cries if defeated by hacking. No, I just want the one, please. Say, think you'd be able to give us a hand with a certain odd job? Fella, please. Well, what else can we do? Ever since that huge-ass tower showed up, we've been short of people on supplies. We keep getting distracted by little things, we'll never get those resistance members repaired. That's true, but... So there you have it. Anyway, mind lending us a hand? Great, much appreciated. Okay, so all we need are some stripped screws, small gears, and machine oil. You can get gripped screws from the machines that look like they've been stacked on top of each other. That is starting to tell me. I think you can get small gears from the small machines with short legs. You should be able to find some machine oil near a deserted truck at the abandoned factory. Please don't put yourself in danger for this, alright?
That's everything those redhead twins wanted. Guess I'll hand it over.
I'm going to go to the shop first, the other shop. Oh, bollocks. What are you guys making? Isn't it obvious? Daily necessities. We're often asked to handle various odd jobs around the camp. Why are they wasting the two of you on odd jobs? Oh, it's not a bother. We're happy to help however we can. Frankly, we're thankful to have the job of any kind. Anyway, enough gabbing. Here's your reward. Guys, this is a lot. Just take it already. It's not like we have anything to spend it on. Go on, you earned it. Maybe you'll agree to help us again later. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. And we leveled up. Right, is there any difference between the two shops? Things are a little crazy around here at the moment. I need to get these materials post-haste and... Hey sis, just ask already. Let me guess, you need a scrap collector? Oh, we couldn't possibly ask. Yeah, sure. Thanks, this is a huge help. Can't keep asking people to... Yes, we can, sis! We'll be grateful. Anyway, I need you to track down some desert roses. It's a pretty rare plant, but I'd start by searching around the odd ruins in the desert. So I'd put you through this. And please be careful, some of the desert roses enemies are quite strong. Right, I already have that. Welcome back, need anything? Right, I'm just... Okay, it's the same shop. Go it. Okay. I definitely already have. Hang on. Oh, I need 2 more. Fair enough. Right. Should we... Oh, we're going to Pascal, aren't we? Right, we'll walk there. Like so. And I guess I can talk while we do this. See, this is a different singer, I swear. Because this is in English now. Right, yeah. Hoping this is the right way. I should be killing things just in case they drop useful stuff. This is definitely the... But I don't know why I don't have the teleport. I'll resist the temptation to murder everything in the village. Oh, are they back? Right, I'll try this again. Maybe they just stay away from A2 because he's gone crazy with anger. Right. Right. Yes, let's invest in him. Let's invest 20G. Very wise, very wise. Right. 2 days later. Eureka! I've done it. Right. A choice chassis. Let's invest another 20k. I'm going to run out of money. Right, I can sell machine cores. But... Okay, to the town.
There's machines everywhere.
Analysis. This is a colony of pacifistic machine lifeforms led by the unit known as Pascal. It is logical for a large number of machine lifeforms to be present. This pod has concerns regarding Yorha Unit A2's predictive skills.
I'd be more concerned about me smashing your face if I were you.
Report. Affinity increased.
Right, let's upgrade this sword. And again. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to do. Never mind. This is the one I was going to do. Lovely. Let's get some money back. I won't sell all this stuff just yet. Oh, fine. It's a bit pointless, isn't it? So. Just anything that I've just got loads of. Right. Hijack boosts. Well, it's going to be done eventually, so as those auto heals. Last stand. We'll keep one of stuff. That'll do it. We have sell one machine core as well. He taught me how to make things. I can vouch for his talent. Oh, he's mass immune. There we go. Hey, how you been? I've been fine. I'm always fine. Ah, it's the woman from before. Thank you again for rescuing me. Now then, how can I help you? Summary. Your unit A2 possesses a faulty fuel filter. She has obtained information from an enemy, leader of the resistance camp. She has travelled to this village in order to obtain a new filter. End summary. Quest 1 functional fuel filter. Do you really need to spell it out all like that? Analysis. A2's lack of verbal communication made this pod's assistance necessary. Shut up. Ah, I see. Sadly, I'm a bit short of materials right now. I need a rigid tree bark to create a filter. The only location I know is guarded by ferocious machine lifeforms. I apologise, but I'm afraid I can't make a filter at the moment. Confirmation. Unit A2 will secure and deliver rigid tree bark. Don't confirm that by yourself.
Areas where rigid tree bark is available marked on map.
God damn it.
Analysis. Hostility toward the peaceful machine lifeform Pascal is pointless from an energy usage standpoint. Proposal. Form a friendly relationship immediately.
You've got to be kidding me.
Right, map. Where's this tree bark? I know it's going to be the forest, but... I can't see it. That's the current destination. So, Forest Zone Centre? Let's save the game. Apparently cannot save the game, which is weird. You'd think I'd be able to save the game. Transport to Forest Centre. Well, that got cold quickly. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I should have made the tea in the hot thing. I only made one this time, but I made it in the wrong thing. Okay, what time are we on? Oh wow, we're near the end. Yeah, been a bit of a talky episode. Or a bit of a reedy episode. Well, at least they're friendly. Oh, hang on, let's save my game. My silly hair makes it look like I've got a bald spot. I don't like that. can have a Kit Kat. Damn it, why didn't that work? Making you king, you idiots. All this for a tree. You don't mean this tree, do you?
Guess I'll go back to that machine.
Right. Oh, look. I'm actually trying to find where they keep the thing. I should just look at the map. Oh, there it is. Let's save our game again. Lovely. I'm about to let you go, so. We'll just use this to go back to village. Lovely. Right. What am I doing? I am handing in a quest, aren't I? And then I'm letting you go. Probably should have just let you go and did the quest in the next episode.
Here's your stuff.
Thank you so much. I'll make a filter right away. Please just give me one moment.
And she's off.
He can fly.
I mean, he's off. Why am I the only person who thinks that's a girl?
The machine lifeform Pascal has returned.
That was quick. I've got to thank her. A2, can I help you with something? You gave me that filter for free earlier. I need to pay you back. It would bother me otherwise. How conscientious... conscientious... Why can't... There's just several words I just can't pronounce. Yeah, if you think of something, let me know. I do have a bit of a problem now that you mention it. A ferocious machine has been attacking our children in the area where they play. Could you possibly slay it for us? Do hope you'll agree. We don't really have anyone else to ask. Okay, let's quickly fight the bad bot, because I can.
Hostile machine lifeforms detected.
Oh wow, that's cool. Right, there's a bad bot dealt with. I heard you defeated that nasty creature. Thank you so much. Here is your reward, please take it. I built this village because to test fighting, I wanted it to stand as a monument to a power of peace. But when we surrendered our weapons, we lost the ability to defend ourselves. How many within the village want us to rearm and vanquish nearby enemies? Now many within the village want us to rearm and vanquish nearby enemies in order to preserve our peace. What do you think we should do, A2? Dunno. That's for you to decide. Yes, I suppose so. But let your villager friends know if anyone tries to attack me. I'll wipe this place clean off the map. I'll make a firm note of it. A2, if you like, you're welcome to take a look around our village. It would be nice for you to let me know. It would be nice for you to know more about us. Sure, if I feel like it. Sis, hey big sis. Oh, I'm gonna let you go. Huh? Come on, big sis, play with us. I don't play with machines, I'll get lost. Come on, I'll play with you. I'm an android weirdo, I'm your enemy. So do what I say before I kick your sorry ass. Tee hee hee, you're funny. It's all supposed to make you happy. Big sis, make us something to play on. Big sis. What? No. But we need something to play on. Yeah, it's boring right now. Seriously. They sell stuff in the tool shop. Go buy us something. Yeah, buy something for us. Purchase something for the children. Alright, quit bugging me already. Yay! We did it! Right, I'm going to let you go because this might go on forever. I've been John Proctor, channel John West. I've been having a NieR Automata adventure, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you for watching.